Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Let me ask you, are you trying to find the best credit cards for your startup or LLC that you can liquidate that will not affect your personal credit? Well, if you're that person, well, these are the credit cards I think that you really should take a look at. Now, the first credit card that I would definitely encourage you to take a look at is BCU. BCU Business Credit Card. Now, here's the reason why, and I've made a video detailed about this. It's because BCU, they use a Vantage score, Vantage 3 TransUnion score, okay? Now, for many of you guys, you know you can go over to Credit Karma and pull your Vantage score, and it will give you your TransUnion score, right? Now, understanding that your Vantage score sometimes it can be between 50 to 80 points different than your FICO score. And because your Vantage score is usually higher than your FICO score, this is the financial institution you want to go to, okay? So they offer this business credit card, all right? And so here's the thing about it with their business credit card, so that you know, when you apply for the business credit card, you actually have to become a member first. Now, the best way to become a member of a BCU credit union is either you're doing it through employment, community charter, family, or their nonprofit program, Life Money U. It's a program they charge $5, but they'll waive the $5 for you to become a part of it. Now, once you become a member, then you put in an application. They're going to ask you certain questions and stuff about your business and everything, okay? And maybe about a 10-minute questionnaire about you and your business and everything. But they do offer the business credit card, and I think that's very good, especially if they're going to be pulling on a Vantage credit score, Vantage TransUnion credit score, okay? Now, another one is Vidiian Credit Union. Now, Vidiian Credit Union, a lot of people are not aware that Vidiian, they offer accounts in all 50 states as well, okay? A lot of people haven't heard about them, but what's so important about this? Because they also use Vantage TransUnion score as well. So they will use a Vantage TransUnion score. So these are like your easiest business credit cards. If you're going to try to go after a business credit card using your Vantage score, these are the cards that you want to go after. Now, in terms of liquidating the credit cards, one of the things that I would tell you in reference to when you're trying to liquidate the credit card, sometimes they would actually send you out checks. All right, so you can get access to checks that way. Now, sometimes their interest rate may not be the best. However, but if you're needing capital right away and you're trying to not affect your personal credit and you need to liquidate the credit card, these are some of the easiest credit cards. That being said, let's talk about the next one, Connectus Credit Union. Now, the thing about it with Connectus Credit Union, what you're going to do, you're going to pay $5 to the Connectus Association. Okay, it's $5. Now, here's the interesting thing about it. With Connectus, they have a 0% interest on balance transfers and purchases for 18 months. So you can liquidate the card and not pay any interest on balance. You're not paying any interest on balance transfers and purchases, okay? Now, how can you liquidate the card to get around paying that high interest rate? You can sign up with Plastic. If you have an associate that has a company that you're utilizing their services, say that you're utilizing your associate's marketing services, okay? Then you can use your business credit card to send them a check going through Plastic or Melio or something like that, and that way you can pay your bills that way. And again, depending on what they charge the services or whatever, you know, hey, just for you utilizing their business, they may give you a kickback, hint, you know. So in terms of helping you getting access to that cash, especially if you're trying to do real estate investing right? We know that it's hard in it. It's a high-risk NAICS code, and you're trying to get money for real estate investing, so you want to try to find the easiest credit card. Now, another thing that I like about Elan Financial credit cards is that you can have multiple companies and apply for these type of cards and stuff. Like with certain financial institutions, they would only let you have like one business that you can apply with a credit card, apply for a credit card under and stuff like that. But with Elan Financial, since they work with a variety of different financial institutions and stuff, it makes it much easier, So they do, Elan Financial, they do pull TransUnion at that. It's going to be a TransUnion FICO 8 at that, okay? No, it's TransUnion FICO 9 because they are associated with US Bank, okay? And which we're going to be talking about that, but I wanted to dive over to these other ones. So then you have PNC. PNC, they have a credit card, okay? Now, here's the interesting thing about it with PNC is that they have a business credit card with 0% interest on balance transfers for the first 13 months. Now, again, with the banks, they may just go ahead and send you out checks to actually liquidate the credit card. So that's the good thing about it. Any of you guys that are with PNC, put a comment below. Have you ever liquidated your business credit card? Did PNC ever send you out business checks to liquidate your credit card? Because here's the thing about it. A lot of people, when they are applying for like business credit cards and stuff, they'll just try to just go for any business credit card. But one of the things about it, you have to be very cautious on with these business credit cards. Make sure that you get the right type of business credit card. And some of the right type of business credit cards, I would think some of the easiest type of business credit cards is to try to get the ones that don't charge any interest for 12 months or higher. That way, if you need to liquidate it, you're not paying any interest on the money using the strategy I just suggested. Now with PNC business credit card, again, 13 months, no interest, and it includes Experian FICO 9, which is a low-hanging fruit because we talked about your FICO 9 cards. One of the things about it with FICO 9 credit scoring is that you have 4 things that you can add to help boost up your FICO 9 score, which is authorized users. Now, for those of you that don't know the proper authorized users to put on your credit score, you can click the link in the description, schedule a one-on-one consultation so I can show you which is the best type of authorized users to put on your credit file. Then you have subscriptions, so your Netflix, Hulu type of subscriptions and stuff like that. Then you have your utilities, gas bill, light bill, and stuff like that you can help put on your credit score. And then you have rent payments. So you have those 4 things that can help boost up your personal credit file and help boost up your FICO 9 score so you can get access to more capital. The next one I would say is the PayPal business credit card. Now here's the reason that I like the PayPal business credit. Granted, it doesn't offer any interest on balance transfers or purchases. The thing about it, it is a FICO 9, the Experian FICO 9. And PayPal is very generous. It's very generous when it comes to business funding and stuff. And one of the things about it, the threshold for a credit score with PayPal, you're probably looking at about a 670 or higher credit score in order to get the PayPal business credit card. So again, it is an Experian FICO 9, right? Now, the next one, you have Citizens Bank. Now, unfortunately, with Citizens Bank, their business credit cards, they have one that's 0% on purchases and balance transfer for 12 months, okay? But the thing about it with Citizens is an Equifax, okay? So they are an Equifax FICO 8. Citizens is a good bank. They are very flexible. A lot of people like them. So hey, why not go for them if you're able to get in? Now here's where the game really changes. BMO Harris. BMO Harris, they're business credit cards. Now here's the interesting thing about it. They have a 0% interest on, and then also on balance transfers. And that's BMO Harris. Now with BMO Harris, understand that it is a TransUnion FICO 8. Now what BMO Harris has done recently that most people are not even aware of is that Bank of the West, now they are part of BMO Harris. So when you're trying to get a business credit card from Bank of the West, now Bank of the West, here's the interesting thing about it. With Bank of the West, they are usually pulling your Experian. But now since they have partnered up with BMO Harris, you would more likely be pointed over to BMO Harris, and you would have the TransUnion FICO 8 pulled. US Bank. US Bank and Elan Financial, they're in the same pocket. However, US Bank is a little more conservative when it comes to, now they give multiple companies, if you have multiple companies, they will give you a business credit card for each company that's under your name. So they're okay there. However, with US Bank, if they feel that you have too much of their money on their side, then you have to go over to Elan Financial. Now the good thing about it is, again, they usually pull TransUnion FICO 9. And they do an 18-month billing. They are very good at sending you out checks to liquidate your credit cards. Another thing that I like about US Bank is that every 6 months, they do a soft pull and review your account, and they'll keep on giving you a credit limit increase up to the max on that card. So with the US Bank Platinum card is $50,000. Then they also have the US Bank Triple Cash. Now with the US Bank Triple Cash, this here is $50,000 as well. Now, here's the interesting thing about it. That one was 18 months of zero interest of balance transfers and purchases. This one is 15 months of zero interest on balance transfers and purchases. But like I said, if you're able to put yourself in a position, if you were able to get both credit cards, and each credit card gives you $25,000 each, that's $50,000 that you're not paying any interest on the money for, and that's just said pretty much maximum of 18 months, right? So that's the thing about it. Finding the right financial institution that will be able to give you a credit card that you can actually liquidate and actually get the money you need, again, to start your business. You may be trying to do a vending machine business, or you may be trying to do a food truck business. The thing about it is being able to get access to capital. Now, do these institutions offer business lines of credit? Yes, that's just the icing on the cake. But one of the things I always tell people, make sure that you go for the business credit card. Stay away from the business loans. You do not need a business loan from a bank because it's too much red tape. You always want to go for their business lines of credit, okay? You always want to go for their business lines of credit. Now, if you have any other question about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.